Do you like volleyball? Only somewhat. Then why do you train so much? It's fun. First, I was infatuated. Everything was new and exciting. I wanted to learn all I could about this sport, and I wanted to play all the time. I daydreamed about volleyball, peppered with a wall, watched film, anything that could help me get better. I practiced approaches every day, and my body was constantly sore from nonstop practice. There's something so satisfying about going from trash to a little less trash, one step at a time. The biggest takeaway from this stage is to fail. Learn to fail a lot. But this was nothing new to me. Coming from baseball, a game of failure, where batting a 300 is considered good, I knew that every shanked pass, missed hit, and double was a step towards doing it right. This delayed gratification was a mental game that I was determined to win. I started backwards, like most people, only wanting to hit ball hard. But in order to do that well, you need a good set. And getting a good set usually requires a good pass. Now, you should start with a solid foundation for a proper house to stand firm, but I digress. I've been spending the past while trying to make up for those bad habits. Second, this is where it was getting good. My body was starting to catch up with my mind. My coordination was less flailing and more intentional. I no longer was relying on sole athleticism to compete. Even newer possibilities opened up. I learned that positioning makes your life 1,000% easier. The concept of situational decision making, learning what options there are versus what options you have, and my general confidence kept rising. As I kept improving, my overall progress started to slow down. During this plateau, I kept hitting wall after wall. I developed some bad habits, jumping while passing, was scared to handset out of fear of doubling, and my attacking was pretty one-dimensional. I started doubting myself. We're our own worst critics. There's nothing worse than having a partner that beats themselves up and internalizes their mistakes. Initially, it was easier to brush off, but I didn't think about how my negative attitude towards messing up was affecting who I was playing with. It's taken a lot of work to realize that 90% of sports is a mental game, and I still battle that mindset shift every day. When I was frustrated enough with my hands, I spent a whole summer just to learn how to hand set. Nothing but constant setting to a wall, visualizing a hitter, and being put in difficult situations, but hitting that target anyways. When I kept getting digged, I changed my arm swing to be more powerful and dynamic, and I learned how to hit more shots. When I kept shanking hits, I focused on not swinging my arms, but to meet and cradle a ball with a curved back. All of these minute changes were frustratingly difficult at first, and I felt like I was getting worse, but these low valleys led to a high mountaintop if you have the right tools. I began to see progress again. A key to making it through this part is to find friends who want to improve as well, ones who are just as frustrated with being trash as you are. With them, you can keep the fire stoked in each other, pushing one another to even greater heights. Michael Jordan has said, "To win, you have to lose. To be successful, you have to have something that's not successful. To be happy, you have to have disappointment." All of those things have evolved and happened to make me who I am. Even beyond sports, this is a formula for championing life. Figuring out how to use your failures as a tool for success is essential for growth. Now, I'm no pro, but I've gotten pretty good. I haven't won an open tournament, but being able to compete at this level is remarkable in itself, and I'm proud that I've gotten this far. I remember looking back at my first tournament and the feeling of absolute panic when the ball would come to me. Now that feeling has developed into excitement, a craving to be served. It's a compliment when the ops pick on my partner. I've outlined a bunch of my journey as an individual, but I'd be remiss to not mention a huge part of where I am today, which is community. I'm lucky to have played competitive sports growing up, so the camaraderie of being a part of a team is nothing new, but there's something different about doing it after high school and college. Maybe it's because you're choosing these people, laughing at each other's mistakes, hanging out off the court, and the highs and lows you experience with your friends is truly unmatched, and a lot easier if you enjoy each other. Do I like volleyball? I think I love what it's given me. Challenge, growth, and people who make it all worth it. Reflecting on my why, it's apparent to me that while volleyball itself is fun, it's more of a tool. For many, it's an outlet, a way for people to escape their problems for a few hours. For me, it served a similar purpose many times during some of my lowest points in life, and certain pillars of this community helped me immensely. Volleyball, like most team sports, is a place for you to really go through the mud with people. Regathering after losing a tough rally or victoriously screaming at the top of your lungs, you go through it together. That creates some strong bonds if you truly put work into it. I want to keep having those experiences. I want to help not just my teammates succeed, but I want to push everyone to be their best. I want to be a person that people can look up to and inspire them to inspire others. Winning is nice, but volleyball isn't my identity. I'm a human and a child of God first. To be able to play this game is a gift. I've been blessed with my abilities, and I believe I've been placed here to do good. Aspire to live, live to inspire.